Hello, and welcome back to Shatter Our Souls with Novaria. Last episode ran way longer than I planned, so instead of it being just one episode, I decided to split it into two. Not really the end of the world, just a statement that needs to be made that this is a extension of the prior video, and yeah. Now, as always, I gotta do my gotta take care of the statements that I make. Number one, if you are interested in a specific challenge, please let me know. I'm always interested in testing the waters and trying new things. That being said, I've got three that are going to be on the go in the near future here. So they are going to be taking up a little bit of time before I am fully prepared to do some new stuff. But with that being said, the earlier you get your request in, the more likely it's going to be on my list overall. Moving on to other housekeeping issues. We are currently dealing with the last couple of side missions in the Trash Coast. We've got a bunch of enemies to tackle here. We're going to finish off the last of the side missions here. Probably drop by the middle of nowhere to pick up a couple more side missions, tackle a couple more major enemy areas, and then off we go to the finale. But the finale, unfortunately, probably will not be recorded until I am actually done. Will not likely be recorded today. Unfortunately, things are probably going to come up in the near future. I bet this will be the last one I do right in a row here. Ironically, I started recording today about 4 to 5 episodes ago. So I've been at this for a little while today. Now, we have to let Skaggy loose. Now, as long as Skaggy reaches its safety zone, we should be fine. If it doesn't, well, yeah. Mission complete. We have saved Earl's best friend. And okay. Okay. We have upgraded to a weapon that has much less scope, so is much more usable in a regular circumstances compared to the prior one, and does a lot more damage per shot. Effectively, we are back in business finally after our newest weapon that we had on hand we got in Crom's Canyon. We are looking at I don't know, 8, 9 more, or about it was level 18, so it's 10 levels higher than what I was using. Now that we're here, we have the level 28 Spider Ant Queen coming in to fight the new abdomen, which was taking over its territory, so to speak. Because ants and spider ants have most of their whatchamacallit, communication is through pheromones. Because there was a new queen, the queen and king of the spider ant colony had to duke it out for supremacy. Thus, we have done the thing. And King Arakob is duking it out with the local wildlife, shall we say. Overall, we're doing great. And given that the banditos over here don't really have much of a leg to stand on against us, again, oh boy, I don't even think I hit him and he exploded. Arakob is still fighting down there. We're just going to help him out with the locals. And by that, I mean help the locals out against him. Because there's basically nothing here that can actually fight it. As shown. Oh, those poor buggers. $19.80 and a level 28 bruiser. I like my odds. Only 64 experience for that. I am moderately surprised, actually. Yeah, it's worthless. Oh well. Anywho, I will meet you back in at the middle of nowhere. Anywho, we are back at the middle of nowhere here. The bait and switch is done. House hunting is done. And we have machine gun parts that we can find in the salt flats. We're also going to run to Earl's scrapyard here. Because of the situation, I am just going to fast travel. Mostly because I am not interested in driving back and forth right this instant. I've done it enough, and truthfully, I'm not getting much out of it anymore. Enemies are just too strong most of the time. So, and given that most enemies here are already too weak, it's not a huge issue anyways. Very nice. I like the static gamble. Alrighty. So, we are going to head to the Salt Flats to tackle Baron Flint. But first, I am going to tackle the final round over here. Now, between the shock damage, the corrosion damage, our shock damage, corrosion damage, and our new sniper rifle, we should be fine. But the problem is that their recommendations on levels for this mission are obscene. Because let's be real, it's counted as a trivial battle at level 28 as when you expect to be able to get to it. But the first enemies they throw at you are going to be level 31s in that regard. Thus, unfortunately, if we attempt to fight it head on, we are going to get ourselves kicked in. But here's hoping. Got 4 doors down. First enemy is coming from the far right. Getting some ammo in here. Not ammo, healing to come up soon. Oh gosh, that was a rocket. Corrosion based. His projectiles are slow moving, thankfully, so we might have a better chance of tackling him. Cool. 99 experience there. 1 bandit raider later. We're going to be able to tackle this. Little monsters. Nothing in behind me yet. We got some bandito killers, which I think are reasonably high level enemies. Come on. Oh, very nice. Very lucky. Definitely not risking that again. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn for a minute there, which is why that little monster got to me to begin with. I'm going to bring out the shock weapons so shields are not a thing anymore. Still nobody behind me. Got the bandit killers still fighting their way out. Wait. What? Is there still more? Oh, shoot. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. We'll tackle him the way I did the last batch. Keep the one with the rocket at a distance. And handle the one with the high fire rate first. One down, one to go. Sometimes you can get lucky with these, sometimes not. I figured when I was leaving the first time that this would be way too much to handle first round. I'm glad I took my time because given my situation of almost going down there, definitely would have taken me out the first time. Alrighty. And with that, we are officially headed to the Salt Flats. Well, that sucks. I tried. I'll meet you over there. All right. Welcome to the Salt Flats. And if you're feeling a little blue, don't worry, it's not just you. The Salt Flats is probably one of my favorite areas in the game. And I say that a lot about certain areas as we go along. But the thing is that It's official. We're in the end game. There are only 3 other areas to worry about left in the game. Each area houses something that we need or someone we need to beat. But from here on, everything is storyline. Everything is important. And everything is going to get a heck of a lot harder. Luckily, I know just the cure for our bandit problem. Acid. Lots and lots of acid. Oh, bruisers are a bit of a powerhouse at this point in the game, but they're not as dangerous as they once were. That goes to the first few you meet in the early game because of bruisers' raw damage potential and how tanky they are in the early game. It's hard to take them down before you have ample access to various elemental weapons. Once you have it, they're a bit of a pushover. It's the upgraded bruisers that you need to worry about at that point. Oh, the game knows what I'm using. Okay, too much, guys. Anything of worth? Nope. Okay, it mostly knows what I'm using. Now, to enter Thor, the major or next major hurdle is a giant mining facility. To enter said mining facility, you must have defeated some bandit patrols. Baron Flint is not exactly one who is easy to sneak up on. Anyways, Baron Flint is not the easiest guy out there to sneak up on. Thus, we gotta get through the first line of his defense. My apologies, my cat just ran into my hand. I am not intending on firing bullets that ought not be fired. To get to his soldiers, we need, without using the weapons offered to us by a vehicle, I need to find where his vehicles and runners are. Once I have them in my sights, it will be easier to tackle them as far as that goes. Perfect. Beautiful. 49 experience. We're gonna slowly make our way around this area because we are definitely Oh, that's two. 3. One more patrol, and then we are clear to enter Thor. We have beaten them. Now, we're just dealing with a series of bandits in this area, thankfully. But unfortunately, we are dealing with a lot of bandits. And my weapons are starting to get a little bit obsolete, or are quite a bit obsolete at this point, given how long I've been using most of them. It's not much of a surprise that I am struggling to actually complete or take out enemies with what I'm currently using. So, where do we go from here? I guess it's down to good old-fashioned snipers. The Patrol Savior. Interesting. Second legendary weapon of the run, neither of which are actually what I need. Who would have thunk it? Three. Hmm. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, shoot. Missed. Tried to catch smoke. Perfect. One more piece to gather. And then we will shut them down, or shut her down for today. Don't worry, we will save Baron Flint for next time. He will not go far. But unfortunately, I have a lot on the go that I need to tackle. Thus, I have to take a little bit of a break. But if you like what you see or are curious whether we can actually finish this, let me know down in the comments. While we're there, drop a like, leave a subscribe, and we will see you next time. Where in the world is this piece? Wouldn't just be sitting out in the open, would it? Probably hiding in a ridiculously silly spot that I would have walked right by. Which doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, like, really? Where is it? Okay. Claptrap, what do you have for me? Because nothing worthwhile yet again. Claptraps, I'm going to need to fire you now. You guys aren't giving me what I need. Where would it be? Where would it be? Thought it would end up over on this side. It might end up just in the middle of nowhere, and I just haven't seen it yet. Bingo! Found it! Alright, parkour! Parkour! And we have it all. Anywho, drop in next time and we'll be sure to continue our rampage against the machine. Until then, have a good one.